Welcome everybody to the HeelCast, another episode of the Impact section of the HeelCast. I am Hurls. Tonight I am joined by Canadian Killer Kyle. Canadian Killer Kyle, how you doing?
I'm alright, I'm not too bad. I'm trying not to freeze my ass off up here in Canada.
What's the weather like up there?
Minus 34.
Minus
I'm
30.
not sure what you Americans go by down there, but it's fucking cold up here.
Wow, minus 34. Jeez, that is ridiculous. Right now it's like 25 degrees here. And not great, but not negative 34. That's for sure. Are you talking Celsius too? By the way.
Yeah, we go by the metric system up here, I think.
Okay, I'm talking Fahrenheit. Okay, it is a little different, but you know, it's probably like negative.
Canadians are a little ass backwards, but oh well.
Yeah, it's probably like -2, but that's still cold. That's still really freaking cold.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, I want to give some plugs out tonight. Andre Corbeil, he's a longtime listener of the HeelCast, and he runs his own stuff. He's always posting videos on many different subjects. So check him out. Check out the Total Nonstop Impact Podcast. They're doing some things over there. Check out, FK9. Check out his channel on YouTube. He used to be on the HeelCast. Doesn't do it as much anymore, but you know. Yeah, and also check out impactasylum.net. All things Impact over there. So yeah, check them out. Those are the plugs for this week. But yeah, Kyle, Killer Kyle,
Yeah.
we had a pay-per-view this week, right?
That we did. Hard to kill.
Yeah. Let's break it down. So
Why not?
Ken Shamrock, Madman Fulton, first match of the night. What were your thoughts?
I was a little nervous for Ken Shamrock because, well, I just being his age, you know. But I was happy he was able to pull it off with the submission win. So, but I was still really, really nervous for him. I'm glad he got out of the match alive. That guy is a fucking beast, man. So, I mean, but yeah, it was an okay opener match.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. You know, Shamrock doing the dive over the ropes. I mean, he could still go, man. Still go. Still put on a hell of a show. Madman Fulton, though, I'm really high on this guy. I think he's going to be I think he's going to be a major player going forward, and I mean,
He will definitely be the world champion at some point.
I would like to see him go that route. I don't know when he's going to break away from OVE, but yeah, I think.
Like Ken Shamrock said, he was like, if he breaks out of the group, you know, then he's got nothing but stardom ahead. And I'm hoping he does, you know, because him as a world champion, he'd be a beast. Like, he'd be like the Big Show or Kane or somebody like that, right?
Yeah, definitely. He could definitely be that type of monster. I mean, you know, this match was pretty back and forth. I mean, Madman Fulton got his choke slam off, and Shamrock actually won the match, which was surprising. He won the match with the Rings of Saturn, and we have not seen that move in a while. At least I haven't seen that move in a while. I'm surprised he didn't win it with the ankle lock submission.
Yeah, I was looking for him to win it with that as well, but with the submission that he had, I was okay with that.
Oh yeah, I think that's a finisher in its own right. It was really cool too to see it happen.
Add to your repertoire.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, a little shocked that Madman Fulton didn't win, but at the same time, you don't bring Ken Shamrock in to just job out all the time, right? I mean, you're bringing Ken Shamrock in; he's got to win sometimes. So
He's done with wrestling now, or do you think he's going to have another match?
It's hard to say. I think I read earlier that he was supposed to be with Impact until like after January, or like basically January, and that was it. But I haven't really heard too much else on it.
Well, hopefully something happens. He has another match, or we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I hope he stays. I think he's done pretty good with Impact so far. So,
he's had a hell of a run.
Yeah, he has. So, anyways, second match of the night. I believe it was the Knockouts Championship match, correct?
Triple threat.
Yeah, it was the triple threat.
Valkyrie, ODB, Jordan Grace.
Yep, that was it. What were your thoughts on this match? I mean, obviously Taya Valkyrie retained, but
I think I had picked ODB to win, and then I remember thinking as I was watching the match, I'm like, whoa, Taya Valkyrie wins, so they're obviously keeping her on the roster, which is really cool. But I'm not sure what more she can do. Like, how many days is it now? 380-day title reign, or?
Yeah, I think it was like 380.
Yeah, so I'm happy she's still the champion. I was kind of cheering for ODB to win because she had to come back. But I'm sure there's going to be something involved with the future storylines, so.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's kind of what I was hoping for. I was hoping for the upset victory with ODB. I mean, I was hoping she'd become a 5-time Knockouts champion, but that didn't happen.
Story.
Yeah, she was actually kind of there just to eat the pin. I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, I thought it was going to go. I mean, if you really thought, I mean, we're wrestling fans. We've watched wrestling for so long. You know, it was hard to, hard to know how that was going to play out.
Triple threat matches are always hard to predict.
Yeah.
That's what I like about those multi-person matches. I'm okay with that. I like it.
Oh, yeah.
Keeping the title only makes more of a story to continue on. So it's fine with me that she's still the champion.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree totally. But I just thought, okay, ODB was going to get a surprise. They were kind of going to give her like a thank you run with the title because what happened with her, what happened with her food truck. So I was just like, right. but the more that I thought about it, well, kind of makes sense. Like Jordan Grace and Taya Valkyrie are the ones that are feuding right now. So, they're kind of keeping that going while ODB was just kind of there to eat the pin, really.
Pretty much.
So.
It's kind of unfortunate. I get what you're saying. I wanted ODB to win. Jordan Grace kind of almost fell out of this match, because I was just thinking about ODB the whole time. But now that ODB ate the pin, like you said, they can kind of focus on Jordan Grace and Taya Valkyrie in the future. Yeah, they can. I think that's kind of the feud going forward. I think if I'm projecting here, I think Jordan Grace is probably going to be the one that's going to beat Taya Valkyrie. That's just kind of my thoughts as far as I'm thinking. Yeah, it seems they're out there taking with it.
Yep. So.
All right. What else do we got?
All right. Third match of Hard to Kill was for the X Division title. It was Ace Austin versus Trey Miguel. I actually really enjoyed this match. I thought it was really good. I loved how Trey Miguel got a serious side to him, and I thought he did really, really well in this. But Ace Austin too. He's really been proving his worth as a heel, and he's been doing some fantastic work with that title. What did you think of the match?
I thought it was a really good X Division style match, as all their matches are. I was kind of going for Trey Miguel to win, But in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, Ace Austin is probably going to keep the belt because he just won it recently, and as he did in the match. I like the whole "I banged your wife" thing. I think that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I laugh at it. Josh Matthews gets kind of hysterical in commentary, and Don Callis to go back and forth with each other. So I think it's the whole thing's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It is. I mean, did you enjoy the outcome? Were you surprised that Ace Austin retained, or did you think that he was most likely going to retain?
I wasn't really surprised he retained the title at all. No.
Yeah, me either. I think that's kind of the obvious way to go.
And it's good to push Trey Miguel from the Rascals. Even though he didn't win the match, he still got a singles push. So maybe they'll do something with them down the road.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. I mean, he's still doing his Rascal thing, you know. I mean, so
I like the Rascals too, man. So
yeah, I think it was fairly obvious that Ace Austin was going to retain the title, but overall it was a really good match, and I thought Trey Miguel did some great character work for this.
Mm-hmm.
So
very good match. Very good match.
Yes. Fourth match that we had for the pay-per-view was Rob Van Dam versus Brian Cage. Now this was kind of different to me. Because, and we're going to talk about it after we talk about the pay-per-view, but Rob Van Dam kind of comes out, and Katie Forbes and Jennifer, who is Katie Forbes' girlfriend and Rob Van Dam's girlfriend, I guess you could say. He comes out there, and they kind of just start doing their heel tactics and pretty much dominating Brian Cage. And Rob Van Dam does a coast to coast onto Brian Cage, and Brian Cage is kind of busted open. RVD comes over there and just starts stomping away, and like the referee just kind of like calls it like Brian Cage can't compete
and
anymore.
all of a sudden, somebody else comes out to the ring, and who was that?
Daga comes out.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then we have like another match. I'm sitting there thinking, what the heck?
Yeah, and well, the other interesting thing is, that we did have a promo between the two. So, I mean, they were kind of hinting towards it, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, Brian Cage had an injury. He had a torn bicep. Or he had something.
Yeah, I don't really understand. I don't really understand the booking of the whole thing, but I like the match. The match was good. It was fine. I just don't understand it really.
Yeah, I didn't really either. Like RVD, pretty much. I am really high on Daga. I think Daga is a really good talent, and RVD just kind of like squashed them. But
yeah,
I mean, same with Cage. Like, I kind of get it. Like he was injured, but it seems like Cage is always injured. To be honest with you, he's been injured quite a bit.
Like, why are they always booking this monster of a wrestler? Like, so cheesy. They're always bleeding, or he's got to be 6 months. He's not defending the title. Like, I don't understand. Is there something wrong with him, or is it just a storyline, or I don't know.
Yeah, no, you and me both. I'm not real sure either. But what I do know is that, RVD got 2 wins in one night, and Katie Forbes was fantastic with the twerking after.
She was the whole show.
Yes, like her and Jennifer.
Van Dam with the chair.
Oh yeah, that's just great. I mean, it's great. I think they're doing some fantastic work. I love RVD's new gimmick. He also did get a new. I'm not sure if you noticed this, but RVD did get a new theme song that kind of matched the gimmick.
I was like, what in the hell is this? When he was coming out to the ring. I don't know if I'm going to get behind that, to be honest, but I think that's what he's aiming for.
Well, yeah, and I think it's playing to the gimmick a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they kind of wanted.
If I'm booing his music,
okay, then he's getting me to boo him, and everyone's saying kayfabe is dead. But I'm thinking in my mind, I really don't like this entrance music.
Yeah, I mean it plays more to his gimmick, which I think kind of works, because his past one was just more like the old RVD, but yeah, this is kind of going more towards the new RVD gimmick. But yeah, we'll see where it goes, where it takes RVD next. Do you think RVD? You think RVD is going to be getting a title shot anytime soon?
I really, really hope so. He's still in my top 5 of all-time favorite wrestlers.
Yeah.
Even with the heel gimmick, I think the heel gimmick is fantastic. So I'm hoping that he gets one more title run at least.
Yeah, I think he deserves a shot at, I think he's got to keep going with this character, but can you imagine like him and
he's really doing a good job with that character. So if they're watching him backstage like Scott D'Amore and all those other guys, they should give this guy a title match.
Yeah, I think eventually, can you imagine like him, going against Tessa and then Katie Forbes and Jennifer doing all those, outside distractions? I think that would be great.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
All right, so moving on to the 5th match that we had for the night. Was Eddie Edwards versus Michael Elgin. I thought this is where the match pace really picked up. What'd you think?
I thought this was the match of the night by far. I'm shocked that Eddie Edwards won, as I told you the other night when I was watching it. And I'm happy he did win because he keeps his number 1 contender spot. And it was a great back and forth Japanese strong style type of match. And every time those guys get in the ring, you know you're going to get a good match.
Right. No, I totally. I figured Eddie Edwards would win this match, just the way they were kind of booking it on Impact. Michael Elgin got the win, and I figured since it was for the call your shot, I figured that Eddie Edwards would keep this, but this match was absolutely amazing. I just thought these two laid it on the line. This is early match of the year contender for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm with you on that all the way. I think this is match of the night, match of the year, perhaps in the top 5 of all the wrestling companies, right? So definitely a match of the year candidate.
Yeah, this is one that you're going to look back and you're going to think, wow, this was really freaking good. So
yeah, anyone that's listening to this and they didn't see Hard to Kill, I would recommend to watch Hard to Kill for that match. Because that match, to me, next to the main event, did steal the show.
Yeah, definitely. And this was. I don't know if this was match of the night. It could have been. You could argue it was. It was really good though.
Well, I like matches that go over clean. I don't like DQ finishes or count out finishes so I look for matches that go over clean in the ring and no BS, right? So that's kind of what I'm saying.
Yeah. And this match really had no BS. I mean, you thought Elgin was going to win. He did all the power moves, but Eddie gets kind of the roll up surprise victory. So.
They put this match very, very well.
Yeah, they did. They really did. So I'm interested to see what Eddie Edwards, when he's going to finally cash that thing in. So I think that'll be very, very fun.
What about Lockdown? Maybe
we'll get that. Well, we'll get there because that's going to be in our news section. We're going to do that after.
Right.
We're going to talk about the news after the pay-per-view.
Fair enough.
Yep. So then let's go to the 6th match of the night. It was Rhino versus Moose in a no DQ hardcore match. This match, another really good match. Very, very fun. Love the ref bump. Love the table spot. Love the backdrop on the stage. A lot of cool things in this match. What did you think?
I like the spear versus the gore. The no jackhammer knee spear. I think it's really, really cool. I watched so much wrestling in like the past 3 or 4 days, so I'm trying to remember the match. I do remember the spot on the ramp that you're talking about. I thought that was pretty cool. I think there was, like you said, a table spot. And just your typical anything goes Impact Wrestling pay-per-view match. It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, really good. I'm not surprised at all that Moose won. I think the right man won. I think Rhino looked strong, though. He gave a really fun effort. I thought the match was really good. Did you like Moose's homage to the Macho Man?
I'm okay with it.
Okay. I did. I mean, his elbow drop, obviously, Moose is a lot bigger guy than the Macho Man. But, you know, he did a halfway decent job.
I'm okay with it. I mean, Jay Lethal needs to do it, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but no, Moose is definitely a guy who needs the title in 2020 at some point. I think he needs the title.
He will definitely, I think, at least by Bound for Glory, he'll become the champion.
Yeah, I think so. Because, I mean, okay, Tessa's the face that won it, but there's got to be a heel that's going to counterbalance that, and you can just kind of see that it's going towards Moose.
Yeah, and he's racking up wins. I mean, so... Yeah,
exactly. So let's go to the 7th match of the night. Now, this is probably my match of the night, but there were so many good ones. This one, we knew that Rich Swann got injured at Bash at the Brewery 2. So instead of like...
I didn't see that. I did not see the Bash at the Brewery, but I did see the footage that they had shown. So I was like, okay, I get it. I like that they shown that footage, by the way, because not everybody probably seen that, right? So it's good to know what the story is.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch Bash at the Brewery. I'm a little behind on the Twitch and the Impact Plus events right now, but I will definitely watch it in a little bit. But this match, though, it turned out to be a handicap match. I'm glad they didn't just throw any partner with Willie Mack. But this match was really good. Willie Mack looked great. He could be a future champion at some point, you know. So this match, I mean, what can we say about the Super Canadian Destroyer? I mean, that spot was just absolutely sick.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, I thought, like, oh gosh, Josh Alexander, that spot for taking it.
I thought that was the end of that match, and I thought Rich Swann and Willie Mack were going to walk away with the championship belt. But
right.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, I just thought, like, after he took that spot, I'm like, oh man, it looked like his neck was hurting him.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty crazy. Any other comments you want to say about that?
I like the whole story, like with the Willie Mack handicap situation. I'm like yourself. I'm cool with the fact that he didn't have a partner because it just would have made Rich Swann look weaker. Yeah, he was injured, but it just would have made him look weaker than he was. So the fact that yes, the North are still the tag team champions, but the way the match was booked, they did something right with that, and I was just blown away. I thought it was a really good handicap match.
Yeah, I think they made it look like, okay, Willie Swann might, or Willie Mack actually might win the tag team titles, but yeah, no, the North are such a great team. Like, who do you think?
Willie Swann, eh?
Yeah, Willie Swann, Rich Mack, that's their names. But yeah, like what?
Tell that one to Don Callis.
Yeah, what tag team do you see beating the North?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Because, well, being Canadian, I like the North, obviously, but gosh, I don't know. You're putting me on the spot. There's a lot of good tag teams that they have. I almost want to go with Reno Scum, but they are a heel tag team, correct?
Oh yeah. They're definitely heels. They're kind of like Ace Austin's insurance policy right now.
And you don't often see heel tag teams versus other heel tag teams. So I'm not sure if they're going to go that route. But I'd like to see Reno Scum become the champions.
Yeah, that would be really good. Yeah, Reno Scum deserves it. I mean, they had that really short run in Impact, but they never really got a good run. So right now, I like kind of.
Lester the Legend, who got injured, I think.
Yeah, one of them. No, I think it was Thornstowe. I thought it was Thornstowe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I knew it was one of them, yeah.
Yeah, he got injured.
Once they had the injury, that kind of screwed them up. And then they came back out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, cool, they're back. Maybe they can win the belts. Yeah,
exactly. I'm just glad Impact signed them because they were hot. In my opinion, they were a really good tag team on the Indies that deserved another chance. So I think now they're kind of getting it, and they're kind of starting slow, but they're working their way back up. So I think Reno Scum definitely.
And they add in Ace Austin to like a miniature faction. I'm okay with that too.
Yes.
Maybe Reno Scum bang other people's wives too.
I don't know. They could. You know. So maybe that's why they aligned with Ace Austin. You never know. So.
Yeah, maybe they think alike.
So that brings us to our main event. Tessa Blanchard versus Sami Callihan. This match was absolutely everything and more. Sami Callihan, Tessa just looked in pain the whole match. She sold it so well. Sami just, doing everything he can. Tessa doing everything she can. She hit 4 magnums in the match. Sami hit 2 pile drivers.
I love him.
Yeah, he did the get out of here to her. I mean, this was absolutely brutal, and you thought it would be, but after so long, Tessa Blanchard becomes the new Impact World Champion, the first ever knockout to win the world title. It's controversial. Some Impact fans don't like it. I thought every match that she was in she made it look believable, and I think whoever she was working with made it look believable. It wasn't like she was just coming out and dominating, because that definitely wasn't it. I thought the match was really, really freaking good. So Tessa Blanchard, your new world's champion. Just crazy. Just crazy. Who would have thought? But I'm ready to see how she defends it going forward.
I jumped out of my chair when she won the belt. I was like, what the F, she actually won the title. And like you said, it's controversial, but I'm not bothered by it. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens and where they take this. How long she keeps the belt, who knows? But it's definitely got me intrigued to watch a lot more Impact, because who's going to face her next? We obviously know it's Sami Callihan with the rematch probably. But holy crap, man. A hell of a match too. And I love the fact that they gave this 20 minutes or plus, right?
This match was super long. Yeah, it had everybody in the palm of their hands. I mean, 20 minutes. Yeah, at least 20 minutes.
I really enjoyed this match. Next to the Michael Elgin match, I think this one was pretty good too. Those 2 matches, I think, are my favorite matches from the pay-per-view. Yeah. And the simple fact that Tessa Blanchard won puts the icing on the cake, because everybody probably thought going in that she wasn't going to win. And now she has won, and it really changes everything about Impact Wrestling, because can women challenge for the title? Can men challenge for the title? What the hell is going to happen? Yeah,
you just don't know.
And I love that what the hell is going to happen aspect. I don't like prediction. I don't like predictable shit. I want to watch wrestling and be surprised again. So that they did that for me. So I thank you.
Yes. Yeah, no, it was the last four matches were, yeah, I think all four of them you could say were match of the night. I loved Willie Mack versus the North though. That was really good.
Yeah,
Sammy,
and hell of a story to it.
yeah, it did. And Sammy versus Tessa, obviously the build up. There was so much build up to this, and it finally culminated. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how she defends this and what storyline they come up with next. But I'm also, if I'm rating Hard to Kill, I think it was probably a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. What was your score?
I almost want to say the same thing, but I'm going to try not to be a copycat or anything. I'll probably go with an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think it was a really
Hell
good,
of a pay-per-view.
really
Yeah.
good pay-per-view, really good start to 2020. Yeah, we didn't have anybody new show up or anything, but that's okay because, we had to get the storylines going and kind of
And
set
we
us
had
up.
we had the shock value with the main event, so that kind of, I was a little disappointed with, maybe Matt Hardy could have came or something like that, but that's fine, I turned my head the other way and I looked at the positive. I was like, cool, Tessa Blanchard, shock value, and that's what wrestling is missing,
Yeah, it really is. I mean, Matt Hardy, he's still under contract as well, so he can't officially debut yet. He probably
Right.
can't debut until Rebellion, to be honest with you.
Okay.
So I think that's as soon as he can come over, but I think it's, if he does, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think he's going to get a huge pop, obviously.
Oh, he will.
So, anyways, so that was Hard to Kill. So we both give it pretty good scores. So
Yeah,
if you
I
haven't seen
enjoyed it.
if you haven't seen it, definitely see it because it was a really good pay-per-view and it was a good kickoff to 2020. So,
Yeah.
all right. So let's go into the news before we get to Impact. Let's start off with Brian Cage. Start with Brian Cage. He
Okay.
So apparently Brian Cage is now a free agent. There was a lot of talk. I believe it was SC. I think the website was SoCal Uncensored. They broke the story that Brian Cage signed with AEW. Yeah, they broke the story saying he signed with AEW. But then all of a sudden, Melissa Santos went on Twitter and said Brian has not signed with anybody as of yet. And then even Brian Cage went on Instagram, and I have the picture. He basically said, come on here. Where are you? Okay, so here Brian Cage, he goes on Instagram and he says, with a picture of his bloody lip, so this happened tonight, but turns out the machine is pretty hard to kill. Maybe I need to start putting hand up here and there. And on top of that...
It sounds like he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound... And then he goes, and on top of that, I haven't inked my name on any paper, just for your information. He has hashtag Swolverine, hashtag Impact, hashtag basically every other company, so...
Well, I'm glad that he's staying with Impact. I wish they would book him a little better, but it is what it is.
Well, I think the problem is with him, too, is he's very injury prone.
Right.
I don't know if he signed with Impact. I don't want to say he is, but as of right now, he's just a free agent. We don't know anymore. He does have a torn...
Right.
He's got, he's injured right now, too. So I'm not real sure what's going to happen.
I think we'll find out within the days and weeks to come, and that's all he can really do.
Right. So that's the first thing. I mean, AEW may try to get him, but maybe not. I don't know. I think it's just going to be a surprise. Whatever happens, I think if Impact, I think if he stays with Impact, That's great. I mean, he's done some good things, but I think he can do even better because I think his title run wasn't necessarily exactly the greatest title run, but
No, it was.
I'd like to see him stay because I mean he's got more that he can do.
Well, when he had the X Division title belt, I thought he had all the momentum in the world, and then he cashed it in, right, with the Option C thing, and then he became the world champion. And like I said earlier, he didn't really defend the belt that much. I guess because now you're telling me that he's injury prone. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, well, he's been injured quite a bit. I mean, he was injured as world champion. I mean, he got injured at Slammiversary when he did the, or not Slammiversary, I'm sorry. He got injured when he won the title at Rebellion last year. So he's had a lot of injuries since he's been with Impact. So, yeah, I don't know. But I think that he is still a pretty big name in this business. And I think if Impact were to keep him, I think that'd be a major plus.
Well, he's got a hell of a moveset, too, so that could be a lot of why he gets injured.
Yes. He does a lot of crazy things for his size.
Yeah. So. Well, Rob Van Dam says he copies him, but...
Yeah, that's true. Well, Van Dam says everybody copies him, which...
Yeah, everybody copies him.
Right. So, anyways, the second news story is it was announced, I think as Impact was going on air, that... Lockdown is coming back. I think a lot of people were kind of disappointed when they saw that the next pay-per-view is Rebellion in April. But
yeah, I was a little disappointed.
I think everybody kind of wanted Lockdown. But looks like Lockdown is going to come back as an Impact Plus Impact Plus event. It's going to be in Windsor, Canada. I still think it's going to be really fun. I think they're going to treat it as a pay-per-view. So I think there's going to be a lot of hype and a lot of build-up because I think they want to, make this as fun as possible.
I have watched a few of those Impact Plus events. I can't name any off the top of my head because I watch a lot of wrestling, as I told you. But every one of those Impact Plus events that I've watched, I thought they were pretty good. So.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, man, I'm going to be actually in Florida when this is going on, or I think it's the day I come home from Florida. So, I don't know if I'll be able to watch it live. I might just have to watch it the following day. So, but anyways, so yeah, Lockdown's coming back. I think they got to do a lethal Lockdown match. I would think they would have to do that, right? I mean, Lethal Lockdown's part
definitely.
of it.
That's been their main event from all the lockdowns that they've had. So you would think they would do an 8-man tag or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So Lockdown's gonna come back. I'm excited. I think a lot of fans are pretty excited about this, and I can't wait to see what they're gonna do for the Lethal Lockdown match and who's going to be in it.
Same here, man.
Should be good.
Good shit.
Yes. So last show, I kind of want to clarify. We did say that MLW was talking to Axis, but they were apparently the rumor is they're talking to Showtime. So yeah, they were talking to Showtime apparently, but that was just a rumor because what ended up happening was MLW signed with some. I don't even know what they are. They're like a consulting or like a firm, like a. I'll try to find the story here, but it wasn't like a TV deal or anything. It's basically just.
I'm really excited for MLW. I follow that every week, for the most part. Anyways, I might miss the odd episode here and there, but I try and catch it because it's only like a 56-minute show, right? So
yes,
something like that. Anyways, and it's not a long episode, so it's easy to watch.
Yeah, no, that is cool. Less is more, I think, at times. MLW actually signed with ICM Partners as its eyes new TV and streaming options. So,
Cool.
yeah, it's possibly they might not be with being sports anymore. I don't know how that goes. I just remember when Impact was leaving Destination America, they had, or actually when they were leaving Pop too, they hired these. They hired like a group like that to find them a new TV channel. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, the TNA also in April. TNA is doing that reunion. They're going to do like a homage to TNA show, and apparently the show is definitely happening, and they are bringing back former TNA wrestlers, and so we don't know who yet. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see how
I hope they bring back Austin Aries because I don't know if you remember, but I'm going to talk about this briefly. He was walking down the ramp when he first came out, like he re-debuted, and the way he tossed that banana into the crowd, oh man, I just popped for that. This is small things sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Like he just tossed the way he did it though, with such attitude, you know? I hope Austin Aries comes back. I know he left on bad terms with them, but I hope they bring him back for at least that one show.
Right, exactly. Well, yeah, he could be one. I know this. They did say the six-sided ring is coming back as well. So
nice.
For that night, it's coming back at least. So yeah.
Your opinion on the six-sided ring or the four-sided ring?
I used to love the six-sided ring, but it doesn't work for like everybody. I think I do prefer the four-sided.
Yeah, I'm kind of split down the middle.
I think the six-side's great for the X Division style. But
do you think they need to bring back the what do you call it? That pay-per-view, the X Division pay-per-view that they used to do?
Oh yeah, Destination X.
Yeah, then they can have the six-sided ring just for that.
Well, I think
like how they do Lockdown.
Yes. Well, I think they should definitely make it a Impact Plus event. I think that would be cool. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, April's going to be fun. Anything else?
Anything else?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just asked if you had anything else to talk about with the news.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of want to talk about the Tessa Blanchard controversy.
All right.
I mean, she apparently got, a bunch of women wrestlers came after her on Twitter about basically the whole thing kind of blew up because Tessa said that women need to support each other. And then Sienna kind of comes out there and like calls, oh, is that why you didn't support I don't really even know her name. La Rosa Negra. Apparently she's a wrestler that was over in Japan when this happened. I guess Tessa like bullied her and spit in her face and called her a racial slur. So I guess you had Sienna kind of call Tessa out. You had Chelsea Green call Tessa out, and there was all these women wrestlers kind of called her out. I think the timing was pretty ridiculous how this kind of came out.
Sounds like jealousy to me.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of jealousy, and then also they apparently Tessa and La Rosa Negra talked in November and kind of like worked it out. So it's kind of ridiculous why this even came out. But, it is what it is. The timing's just fishy. I'm not excusing Tessa at all for what she said. But, I don't think... I think if this was worked out, it should have just stayed that way, instead of going public.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I lost respect for... people make mistakes, and what are you going to do? I think you got to forgive them. At least I think they deserve forgiveness, at least, and especially on her big moment like that.
Yeah, I didn't even know about this until you just said it now. So I don't think too much of it. I think I like to look at what she does in the ring. I try not to let the outside stuff, like, let it bother me in my head. Like, I just like what she does in the ring, like, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Just don't go on Twitter and you'll be fine.
I don't even have a Twitter account. So.
You're good. You won't know anything. You won't know all the drama that takes place on there.
Don't want to know.
Yeah. Anyways, we have. I think that's pretty much it for the news. So I guess we can go on to Impact.
Cool.
So Impact starts off, they're in the Skyway Studios in Nashville, Tennessee, which I thought was kind of odd, but I guess if you think about it, they did the pay-per-view on Sunday. They really want to only have had one day to tape on Monday. I guess they could have did a live one on Tuesday. But their next tapings are in Mexico. They're actually on Friday. I believe they're Friday. Yeah, they're Friday and Saturday. So those are the next two tapings. They're going to be in Mexico. So, which I like Mexico. They get big crowds over in Mexico. So I kind of like.
They get a fair amount of people in the audience there.
Yeah, they do. So I'm glad they're going over there. But so we did have 3 matches though on Impact this past week. So the first match was a 4-way tag match. We had the Rascals, which consisted of Dez and Wentz, versus the Desi Hit Squad, Rohit Raju and Mahabali Shera, versus Reno Scum, versus TJP and Daga. I thought this match was really fun. A lot of action. Kind of hard to keep up with, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was surprised that the Desi Hit Squad got the win. What'd you think?
I like that they got the win. It's about time. But like you said, these multi-man matches are always hard to keep up with, but they're always a lot of fun. They always have their high spots and whatnot, and it's always like fast-paced. Like the whole match just seemed like it wasn't going to end really, and it finally did end with the Desi Hit Squad getting the win, and I'm cool with that. I have no issues with that. I didn't really like them when they first came onto the scene. But now I'm kind of slowly getting behind them. So cool that they won.
Yeah, definitely. So they kind of just did a lot of highlights of the Ace Austin match. They did some highlights of Willie Mack. There was an Eddie Edwards promo, just basically how he, kept his Call Your Shot trophy. Michael Elgin spoke, and basically Michael Elgin left for Japan, so he's trying to.
Yeah, he was in Japan. Holy shit.
yeah, he must have got on that flight and went right away after the pay-per-view.
Yeah, so, probably.
Yeah, so then we had RVD segment. And I totally forgot to comment on this in the news section, but yeah, RVD segment was so apparently risque, so spicy that Twitch, Impact, how they show their show on Twitch. Well, apparently Twitch suspended Impact's account for 30 days because it violated their standards.
Oh, so you're saying I gotta watch it on the other website now?
Yeah, you can't watch Impact Live for at least 30 days. I don't know. This might get resolved before that, but as of right now, Impact's account has been suspended because of the RVD angle. I thought that's hilarious.
Well, that was a sexy angle. I will put it that way. A lot of the comments he made were supposed to piss me off as a wrestling fan, but I was just kind of laughing at it all, really. And a lot of it reminded me of the heel Rob Van Dam from ECW, so I thought it was cool. I had no problem with that at all.
Yeah, me either. But
I guess Twitch did.
Yeah, Twitch had issues with it, so Impact's account got suspended. So I don't know. That kind of sucks for all the people that are watching it just on Twitch. So
there's always other ways to watch, and I'm just not going to tell people.
exactly, we really can't talk about those other ways.
No,
but,
we won't.
Yeah,
We won't.
Yeah, as far as we know, there's only two ways: Access
Right.
and Twitch, and
Right.
in Canada, Fight Network or Game.
Well, I'm a heel. I am a heel, so I'm going to watch it any way I can, but I'm not going to tell them.
Right, exactly. So then we go to the second match of the night, which was Joey Ryan versus Johnny Swinger.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh gosh, I don't know
No
what to
comment.
think. You're right. I actually really liking Johnny Swinger. Like I told you I thought his theme music is actually hilarious.
yeah. Before we went on the air, you were laughing about that. Now you got that music stuck in my head.
Yes.
So when we're done this, I'll probably go to YouTube just to listen to it.
Right, exactly. I'm doing that. First thing I'm doing when this podcast is over. So, oh, Johnny Swinger, man, just funny.
Yeah,
funny
well,
stuff.
I guess you had to cheer for somebody. So I mean, I'm going to cheer against Joey Ryan. So we'll cheer for the guy that still shits in people's bigs, you know.
Or how about the guy in the audience that's willing to take his lollipop right in his mouth?
I don't no comment.
Oh man. Okay, right.
I don't even know what I don't want to ever wrestle that guy.
Oh gosh. Anyways, Joey Ryan wins the match after putting the lollipop into Johnny Swinger's mouth and giving him a super kick. So,
Oh my God.
yeah. Anyways. Oh, well, we had a celebration with.
I want Johnny Swinger on the next Impact to go shit in his bag.
Yeah.
I hope he listens to this. Go shit in his bag.
Oh man. So then we had Ty Valkyrie, just kind of talking about her record-breaking title win. So then we had our main event, which was for the, I think it was for the X Division title. I'm not sure if it was an official match, but it was Moose versus Eddie Edwards versus Falaba versus Ace Austin. Another really good match. Ace Austin ends up getting the win. Did you like this match?
I was going to say, who got the win? Because I'm still laughing in my mind about the previous match.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I thought the match was good. I love multi-man matches. Anytime you're going to get 4 people in the ring, you're going to get craziness. So, and I like that it was at Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah. No, I agree. I thought it was really well done.
Another win for Ace Austin.
Yes, he's on a roll right now. Definitely on a roll right now. So he's one to look out for. I don't know who's going to challenge him next, but Eddie Edwards still has the call your shot. I don't know if Eddie Edwards is going to go after the X Division, but yeah, I don't know.
Whose wife will Ace Austin bang next?
Yeah, you gotta think he's gotta play. He's got to play into that character. I just don't know.
I don't think I ever seen a character like that in wrestling.
I don't think so either. Just going after someone.
Remember, I've been watching a lot of it my whole life. I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I try to find it funny.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe he'll do something with Madison Rain. That'll piss him off, Josh Matthews.
Oh yeah, Josh Matthews. Yeah. Well, she's a heel right now though, so I don't know if that would work. You know what I mean? I don't know if that would work.
If you're going to tell us, you book it anyways.
Yeah, he might. So then let's talk about the final segment. We had the Tessa Blanchard interview. They basically good interview, but Sami Callihan interrupted the video feed and claims Tessa may be the champion the fans want, but he is the champion they need. Tessa lays out a challenge for Callihan to fight her again anytime, any place. Callihan reveals that he is in the same building as Tessa, and she begins to search for him. Callihan once again appears on screen and threatens Tessa that the attack won't be tonight, but when it happens, she'll never see it coming. And that's kind of how Impact went off the air. I actually thought the ending was pretty good. Like,
Yeah, I liked the ending. I liked how she ran into the other room and he was on the TV screen, and then all of a sudden the show kind of went off the air. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what we're going to get. I'm not sure what we're going to get next Tuesday. But like I said, I'm more intrigued now to find out what happens. I'm definitely going to be watching.
Yeah, like he was playing mind games with her, which I really liked, and I like the fact that they were in the Skyway Studios. I think they should use that building more. And the fact, she went to the room where he was in, and then all of a sudden he's not there. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good ending, and it kept it was a cliffhanger, so it's going to keep you engaged into the show for next week. So yeah, I thought Impact did a good job, but I'm excited to see, I think next week we'll get more feuds kind of developing as they start going into the new year. So I'm excited for that. Should be a good show. Should be a good show.
We don't get to see Melissa Santos on the commercials no more.
Yeah, that's right.
On Twitch.
That's right.
I'm kind of sad about that, but oh well.
Yeah. Can't win them all, right? You can't win them all.
No.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode of the HeelCast as we reviewed Hard to Kill and the news and talked about Impact. Any final comments, Canadian Killer Kyle?
I'm just glad that you had me on and hope to be back.
Yeah, and well, I'm sure there'll be some more crazy stuff that we can talk about in the next week or so. So, all right, this is Hurls. This is the HeelCast. This is the Impact section. I just want to note that there should be another HeelCast coming on tomorrow, but it's just going to be basically about the news of the wide world of wrestling. Raven Effect is coming back, so he's got a lot of rants. So I think that's going to be pretty entertaining. My Impact's coming back too. We're going to have our guest on at the end of January. I'm looking forward to that. Should be a good time. So for Canadian Killer Kyle, for Hurls, this is the HeelCast, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.